My name's Joaquin Soto. My degree was Visual Arts Studies, and I graduated in 2015. My current job right now is a 3D director for the high school program at the Grand Prairie Fine Arts Academy. When I started at UNT, my main goal was to become an educator, and so far it's become exactly what I wanted it to be. But now I feel like I have a better capacity to kind of lead and get my students ready for college. My biggest advice for any potential students, going into the field or going into internships, is to be as friendly as possible, and also make as many connections as you can. Like, you never know if you're gonna run into someone in the future. You want to make the best impression that you can. My program at UNT helped me very much to feel prepared, and just kind of knowing my content area. I just learned a lot of stuff from my professors. And it kind of helped me feel confident whenever I went into the job interview and then when I got hired. The way that I found my current role was through pretty much just connections that I made throughout the years. I actually grew up in the district that I teach in, and actually teach class in the same classroom that I had in ninth grade as a student. So it's kind of like a weird full circle for me. But it's pretty much just kind of like I said previously, just knowing the right people at the right time. The Career Center was really influential or helpful for me in getting my resume prepped out, ready. That was the thing that I felt I was lacking. I had my ideas of what I needed to put in the resume, but they helped me kind of polish it up, make it the best as possible. Because when you go into an interview, that's the first impression. That's the first thing people are going to know. They're going to see your resume, and you have to make the best one that you can. I'm from Guadalajara, Mexico. I came here when I was 7 years old. Didn't know a word of English. And I went into my second grade class, and I really fell in love with art. So that's how I got kind of dragged into the art education field. And I took art all the way through middle school, high school. And I just kind of like fell in love with the whole concept of it. That's why I wanted to go back to the district that I came from. So kind of help out those future generations and future kids, especially the kids that are just kind of like me, that just don't know much English or learning English as currently. But the funny story about it, I became a U.S. citizen like maybe 2 months ago. And that was like the really cool full story. My whole school celebrated the event. It was on the news. It was really special. Like, everybody lined up, and as I walked into the school, they were just like cheering, and a lot of kids celebrating, banners, music. So that was like a really cool gesture of them. My job really consists of 3D means anything three-dimensional, sculpture, ceramics. In my program, I brought in welding. Personally, that's my main field is welding. I like to do a lot of metal work, a lot of just found objects, weld them together, make really cool sculptures of them. But that's pretty much what I bring into my program is anything three-dimensional. Like I said, it just, as long as it fills up a space, I'm all about it. My biggest advice to anyone, doesn't matter if they're a student or not, is just to kind of be humble. Be very, know your worth, like know what you can do, what you're capable of doing. Just keep on practicing, no matter what it is, like no matter what field you're into. Just keep on working, keep on doing your thing. Even if people tell you you can't do it, or if there's like an obstacle, language, money, whatever there is, you need to kind of keep on doing your thing, and eventually, if you keep on doing it, someone's going to notice you. Someone's going to kind of stand out and be like, hey, you matter. And that, to me, that's something that recently I kind of experienced personally in a personal level as an artist. I met a really awesome friend of mine. He's a really well-known Nigerian artist, Dotun Popola. And he pretty much told me when I met him, he saw my artwork and just really wanted me to kind of keep on doing my thing. So every now and then he'll just reach out to me, ask me what I'm doing, what work I'm doing, and just kind of keeps me accountable. And then you need someone like that too in your life. just someone to keep you grounded and pushing you forward.